down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Goff on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Oh, nice move. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's McKissick. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll run with McKissick, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3, 9, 5.
Savage from the shotgun snap, and that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd third down. Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Down at Savage. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Savage over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the gun, here's Savage. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Hey, got four down.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Let's go work. Let's go to work. Gun. Hey, boys, got four down.
On second down, Wilson underneath to Davis. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. Gun. Four down.
Now it's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. To kick is Janikowski. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists in their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Savage. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. Third down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Savage now. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards that time at a first. for Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Green, 39.
Here's Savage. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check, 59. Got it. Go.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
The 1st down carry for Davis. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Let's get it. Zebra.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, Savage. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Savage. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before break for Savage. Eluding, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks, he picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Goff now on second down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Listen.
Third and long. It's gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. They find some open field here. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Davis. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Goff. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now Goff on first down. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go, 14.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Austin. Ooh, the juke. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun. Gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up to the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Run left, run left. Well.
Wilson now throwing again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson operating from the gun, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Davis. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Wilson. He's got his man. It's Darbo. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position. position to win the game and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first, or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Now Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were go on the field, but okay, I see you. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Value 3.
Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Wilson. Able to shake him off. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ndamukong Suh. breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check three. Well. 26.
Throwing now is Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he's brought down. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They run. It's Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Here's Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Goff now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Again, they run with Gurley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Zerline's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. That's complete to Darbo. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Keep working, baby. Keep working. Let's go. Let's go.
Now Davis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Tempo.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
One left, one left.
Here's Wilson to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And his kick is good. A gut-wrenching moment, but he's able to bang it through from long distance. And they match an earlier OT field goal with one of their own. Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, but I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie, but I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up.